Live. All right. We're going live. Now we're live. Cool.
Oh, hey.
Cool. What's up, dog?
What's up, y'all?
Sweet.
Ah, yes.
Hi. Hello, everybody. We're live on the show. All right. Do you want to go ahead and... you just have to go to our YouTube and do all that.
We'll go see on our social media to inform everybody.
I gotta send the texts out. Send them out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
All right. So today in the studio we got Bob Ross, Teen Wolf, and what's your name again?
Blake.
Oh, that's right, from Workaholics. So I'm very excited about today. Hey, we got a viewer on the thing.
Damn. Oh, it's Drake. It's fucking Drake.
I haven't hit us yet.
Oh, hey, we got
somebody other than
up?
us. Hey,
hello, everybody.
Oh man. So yeah, I think that was a really good episode that we just recorded.
No, that was a great one.
Great.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Also to play off of that. All right. I kind of have a trick answer to this one for me, but what's your out of all the like? All right. So back on like the creatures thing.
Yeah. I'm curious about
so
this.
Like what's we've already discussed the ones that we would fight on the podcast. What's the strongest entity to you in horror movies?
In horror movies?
And this is the strongest one you can think of.
Ooh, that's actually a good question. Strongest entity like any fucking horror movie ever.
Yeah, we'll go any horror movie, any genre, or any like actual horror movie.
We can't make it like a god type thing because I think that's too much. But the strongest entity, I think, is
entity.
The whatever the evil force is in the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Isn't that technically
it's kind of just like it's the Necronomicon of that point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's demons that are residing.
But if we can't choose a god, can you choose?
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
it's more of like a.
They're like individuals.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that's too broad. Let's go for.
Although I guess mine's sort of broad too.
Well, let's shoot for like the strongest individual creature.
Damn it. Okay, that ruins my
answer.
Fuck.
Well, never mind.
No, we can do it.
I'm curious what you're saying.
If it's strongest of all time of like any entity of anything, if there's no guidelines to it, I gotta go Final Destination because you don't know what it is.
Just death. Yeah.
You don't know what it is. It's technically just death, but like there is something controlling this, and it's active because death is technically supposed to be passive. He doesn't control he doesn't actively search for you to die.
With the schedule,
right? True. So I think I think that would be like the strongest because you can't beat it.
Okay, I like that.
That would be the strongest to me. But I don't know if we're going single individual entity. Then, so what's your strongest single individual entity in a horror movie? Horror movie.
I would say it, but I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I would
strong one.
I'd probably say fucking it because he can like shape shift and control you mentally and like do all that shit with you metaphysically. So I think that probably it. That's a pretty. I gotta say, like, this is no spoiler alert or anything. I'm just saying that I think that the way that he went out in the new movie.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I feel like he probably could have went out more intensely.
Look at all my thumbnail cut down.
Yes.
It's just
Bob Ross.
Just Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Painting with Bob Ross. Okay, so it. That's a good one, actually. Yeah. He's pretty strong. Or it is pretty strong. Drake, what do you got?
Give me a second.
Oh, he's still he's sorry. Drake is not ignoring. He's just posting to our social media so that the rest of you know that we're on here. Oh, we have 3 viewers and a like.
Oh, wow.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, we got a like. I think this is our first like ever. So whoever that was that did that, you're awesome.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you very much for that. So let's see. Strongest entity. Like single individual entity.
I mean, Freddy Krueger's kind of up there, right? I mean, controlling the dreams and shit like that.
I would have to go maybe. Damn it, I had one. Annabelle?
I like that. But
Annabelle's pretty, it's a doll. But, is it?
Oh, thank you, John.
Nice.
Johnny Wishbone.
Appreciate you. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, Annabelle. Yeah, I want to. Or the Crooked Man.
Oh, what about the Babadook?
The Babadook would be a good one. The Babadook.
That's interesting, but it's kind of passive in a way.
What did you think of that movie? Because I was a thorough fan of that.
I was rooting for the Babadook because fuck that kid.
Yeah, fuck that little asshole kid. No,
why can't you just be normal?
guy. I fucking loved that movie. Honestly, I think that was one of the most underrated horror movies.
No, it's great.
Of
Fantastic.
current time. I think that was a super underrated horror movie.
The way that I thought, like, the thing that I found really interesting about that movie is that it's based off of a broken relationship because the father was gone.
Right.
So like the Babadook was like a stand-in for like a broken father figure, and it was a way for them to like display their thoughts as to like what things would be like in an ideal world.
You just did it on the show,
but I can't get the angle.
This has been our entertainment all.
Yeah, we've been trying to watch him drink, and it's so good. Just put it right through my esophagus.
Pour it right in my tracheal hole. Just pour it in my hole. All right, so Drake, what's your strongest? Do you think we won't know who you are without holding the palette? Yeah, it's the palette makes it. The palette makes it.
It's just a it's a paper plate.
So who do you got? Individual, single entity.
Individual
can't be like a god or like hell or like it could be a demon, but it just can't be like a god or hell.
Obviously, okay, so if you open up demons for me, I'm gonna say Beelzebub from Tenacious D.
Oh yeah.
No, come on, that's
shit down to black.
That's Satan. You can't. He gets defeated easily. He's a pussy.
Because it's Jet
He's
Black.
a fucking pussy.
He can defeat anything.
I'm saying the strongest one.
The strongest one.
Wait, you motherfucker.
I don't know, man. I'd have to really think about it because that's
Creature of the Black Lagoon.
No,
God.
Just bring
Just
him
a
on the
fish.
dry land.
Just a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a net on him.
Just don't go near a swamp.
Yeah, just don't live in Florida.
Just avoid Florida.
Don't live in a van down by the river, asshole.
God damn it.
What about I haven't seen the new Slender Man movie.
Ooh, Slender Man. That's a good one, actually. I like the Slender Man.
But he's niche, though. He only takes kids.
Yeah, but it's still strong as shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's beating it.
What about the Blair Witch?
I was just going to say that one, too.
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch is good.
But the thing is,
if you find
in the
you
movie,
can
is the
kill
Blair
it.
Witch just the guys fucking with that girl, or is it like an actual creature?
In the movie Blair Witch?
Oh, yeah. I think that in the movie Blair Witch, it's the two guys communicating with each other to murder that girl.
They die, too.
No, they don't. Never shows them die.
It shows the one guy dead.
When
he quickly turns around, he's dead.
He's not dead. I don't think so. I think he was possessed or something.
I thought he was dead when he quickly
I need to watch the movie again, but I'm pretty sure he's still alive in that movie. And I'm pretty sure that they were like.
So you think it was just a conspired murder?
I think that's how it is because any other depictions that they've ever shown, like even in the most recent game, like I saw a little bit of gameplay.
Yeah.
And you don't ever see the witch.
You don't see the witch.
No,
but
you see the
cultists.
Yeah, you see the cultists.
People that are conspiring in these woods. I mean, yeah, it's super.
I think it's a way
supernatural and shit.
I think it's a scapegoat. It's not a creature. It's a scapegoat for people to go out there and kill people.
Yes.
That gives them an excuse saying, "Oh, the Blair Witch did it."
Yes, and it adds to that cat and mouse game because it's like it's terrifying. Your prey is now terrified.
Yeah, all you got to do is convince somebody that it's out there, and then you need to get video footage, and then bam, you can just murder them and get away with it. Yeah. So bam, it's actually genius, systematically at least. So
I don't know, man. I mean, there's just so many fucking deities out there that it's like, because I mean, not even just like an all powerful thing. Like you have creatures that are tricksters. That will never touch you, but will convince you to jump off of a cliff just because fuck you.
Yeah, I think anything that can get into your thoughts and like your vision and stuff like that would just fucking wreck you.
Definitely.
But is that an entity? Is
just
an
Mysterio from Spider-Man?
Well, I mean, because there's like mythological creatures
that's true.
Their entire fucking
mythos is just a
What about the thing from the ritual?
People. Yeah, the ritual. The thing from the ritual. That's
I forgot its name, but
but technically you can beat it, but you don't really beat it. It doesn't
Bjorn
die.
Bagorn.
But it doesn't really technically die. It's just you beat it, and then it just takes somebody else. But
so for those of you that haven't seen the ritual yet,
go watch it.
So first of all, go watch it. But second of all, the creature, spoiler alert, kind of looks like a giant elephant with an upside down moose attached to his face.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking terrifying.
It's fucking good.
So go check it out sometime. It's really good.
All right. So weakest.
Leprechaun.
Cupid.
Ooh, Leprechaun.
With Jennifer Aniston.
Cupid's a pussy.
Cupid.
Is he a horror
I've never
movie?
seen a horror Cupid movie.
No, that's true.
Leprechaun. Horror Cupid.
Probably Leprechaun. Or like gnomes.
Gnomes.
They're eating her. Now they're gonna eat me. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Maybe the birds from
Just
Birdemic.
birds. I thought you were just gonna say from birds. I mean,
Yeah.
the birds.
Not signs.
What about the strangers? They're just humans.
Yeah.
They're just people that.
Yeah, they're kind of pussies.
What do we got? Teen Wolf.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, shaking a little. Yeah. Just. No,
What about Frankenstein? He's just a big lumbering
yeah,
asshole.
Frankenstein was a pussy.
Goddamn.
Michael J. Fox shaking it up.
Oh my god.
Get it? Because Michael J. Fox played.
You could be the American werewolf in London, though.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's
was.
not the
Yeah.
That's
movie.
what it
He
was.
didn't play. Did he? He didn't wear.
No,
Letterman.
he wasn't, but this
Letterman.
is-
No, that's
Oh.
yeah.
I could
American,
have said that, but he didn't wear a Letterman.
American
I didn't
Werewolf
think.
in London is probably one of the best werewolf movies out there.
Yeah,
to be honest.
agreed.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. It's from what, the 70s, 80s?
80s.
80s.
I gotta say.
80s,
It was
yeah.
right around the same time that movie
Johnny
Chocolate
Wishbone.
came
You know,
out.
Yeah.
you know what year that's from?
Yeah. When did
Curious.
American Wolf in London? Right.
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. Also, I never watched that movie. 80s.
Thank you.
I never watched that movie. Chocolat.
Oh, with Johnny Depp.
Yep, never watched it. Thought it was supposed to be like this huge romance, and
Mhm.
then somebody else watched it that I had talked. I don't know who it was, but somebody I was talking to was watching it. I was like, "Oh, so you're watching a romantic chick flick?" And they're like, "Do you know this movie?" I was like, "No, I just thought it was a romantic chick flick." And they're like, "No, it's fucking brutal a little bit."
I've never seen Chocolat.
Yeah,
but-
the whole premise. I think it was like it involves much murder. I think.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Or no, kidnapping of children or something like
What the
that.
fuck?
Yeah, because
There was another movie like that I remember growing up. It was about like a trucker. And it was like there's this team of like detectives were chasing and trying to find this trucker that was stealing kids.
Yeah.
And, like,
that's
they find-
actually
they
a
find his
real
property.
thing. So.
Well, yeah, but that's what it was based off of. But they find his property, and there's like dozens of mounds behind this guy's house.
Jesus,
It was super fucked up. Well, oh my god. Okay, what they just found in England?
Oh,
They just
The truck?
But here's the thing. That was
What truck?
That wasn't a serial killer.
That wasn't a serial
they were
killer,
just
but like
okay. So there was a truck that got pulled over, and they found 39 bodies in it. It
39
was a
bodies.
semi truck, but
But
it was because
ferrying
he
people.
was ferrying
Yeah.
people through. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it wasn't like it was it
No,
wasn't
but
like he did it
they're-
on purpose.
no,
like
and
he,
they're
I would
investigating-
feel like an asshole. Like I would feel terrible for that guy because he
Yeah.
had like he was just trying to help people. Like,
Yeah.
or maybe he didn't even know, but he was trying to help people. Yeah, they were. I can't
Yeah.
imagine opening those doors because they cooked. They just roasted.
that's so
Yeah.
gross.
Because they found the trailer like on the side of a service road, didn't they?
That's so-
No, they pulled him over.
They pulled him over.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
driving the truck. They pulled him over,
Jesus fuck.
opened the back because they were doing a cargo check, and there was fucking 20 some bodies or 30 some bodies
Oh
in
my
there.
god.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
don't-
That's,
I don't
that's all
think-
sorts of messed up.
yeah.
I,
I don't think that he
just
did it
saw
on
that article
purpose,
this
you know?
morning, so that's why I was like,
No, so Chocolat was like this lady moves into the town
Mhm.
and opens this chocolate store, and like kids start going missing. And I'm not going to tell you anything else, but
So
you
it's
can
like-
kind of assume what was happening.
I have another entity. Sorry, this is
so
going
it's
back on
okay.
that.
So it's just like the fucking Barbara of Fleet Street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but she
yeah,
doesn't
well-
necessarily. It's
Well,
an
Barbara
old movie.
Fleet Street
She doesn't.
kills
She doesn't.
criminals and stuff, though,
She
right?
doesn't
Like,
cook
bad
them into
people.
the
Yeah,
chocolate.
well, I mean,
she doesn't kill them
well,
into the or cook
for
them
a
into
little
the
bit.
chocolate.
Yeah, that's Willy Wonka.
But,
For a
yeah.
little bit, he did. and then-
Willy Wonka cooks.
Willy
them.
Wonka's a
Yeah.
fucking mass murderer. Nobody
Yeah,
says
I don't
anything
care
about
what you
this.
say. Willy
Literally
Wonka's
that
killing
fat
No,
kid-
kids.
and then he passes all of those fucking indecent things
Like-
onto a child.
Like
Yeah.
Augustus.
Take care of.
That's why I think that Snowpiercer is a sequel to.
That's what
Willy
I was
Wonka.
just gonna say.
Yeah,
Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a great movie too. Everybody should watch
The-
that movie. It's
The
fucking
old guy at the
phenomenal.
end of Snowpiercer is just Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
It's gotta be.
Rewatch it and then tell me that it's
It
different.
totally is.
Okay.
It's like
I'll
a
check
fan
it out.
theory that's going around.
Yeah, it's great.
I got another entity for you that you guys would appreciate, but most people on here wouldn't. How about the one from Death Stranding? Because we know little to nothing about it yet, and
True.
it sounds fucking terrifying.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game just looks amazing.
It looks
Like,
fucking
holy
phenomenal.
shit. Norman Reedus.
November.
and-
November,
Yeah.
November,
fucking
November,
Kojima.
November.
Any Kojima game,
Ninth,
I'm
right? Ninth or
already
the
down
sixth,
for it.
yeah.
So.
November 6th.
Also-
Is it the 6th?
So my secondary entity for you guys ever see what's it called? Well, the entity is called Bagul from
Yes.
yeah.
The Bagul.
What's that movie called? What's that?
Is it? No, it's
Not
not.
Insidious.
The
no,
Conjuring.
No,
No,
no. We've had this
Here,
conversation like multiple times.
Sinister.
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 Yeah,
So
yeah.
the creature from Sinister.
Oh,
Oh, that's a new topic. What horror movie creatures have never failed yet? have never been like
Have never
stopped.
failed. That's fucking
Freddy and Jason technically have
They've both been killed.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a
but they've
whole
been brought back.
there's a whole movie about Jason getting burned to hell.
Yeah, but he got
Yeah.
brought back.
Not after that, right? I think that's his last one.
I thought, what about Freddy versus
Well,
Jason?
no, Jason Goes to Hell. That was before Jason X, wasn't it? When he goes to space.
yeah.
There's a
Is
lot
that
of
one
them that get
canon?
brought back.
I
They
don't
all
know.
get brought back. Like,
First of
that's
all,
the whole
all the
point.
Jason movies are fucking trash.
And
Oh, yeah.
also,
They're fucking
it's
terrible.
a huge cop out for any of those fucking movies. It's a huge cop out for at the very end for it to come back.
Just hand
Just
on the
fucking end
ground.
it. Just
Yeah.
end it. It's over. It's just end the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Terminator. Just end the fucking movies. Just end them. Why
Well,
is there a
actually,
new Terminator coming out?
Battlefield?
I just
Yeah,
don't understand.
I don't get that either because
I heard the newest one's pretty good.
Yeah, I've
I
heard
don't
it's decent,
care
but
if it's good or not. The fucking
I'm burned.
it's over.
I actually really liked Terminator Salvation.
I don't
I
watch
don't-
any of them
yeah.
because
I
I
just
give a
didn't.
shit
I just
enough.
don't like Jai Courtney that much as an actor. But
Yeah.
like, the rest of the movie, I thought was fucking great.
You know what
Yeah.
else was fucking stupid?
That's
The
with
new
Christian
Halloween
Bale, right?
movie.
Mhm.
Why the new Halloween movie?
There's a
Why?
new one?
Why? No, well,
There
the one,
was,
no, the
yeah.
one
Oh,
where,
the newer one.
where
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like the old, like who is that?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis comes back and like reprises her role and then like kills him. And it's like nobody fucking
Shocker.
cares. Nobody
Shocker.
cares at this point.
Yeah.
Like this movie, this guy's they take these old horror genres that used to be scary
Yeah.
because of the time that they were
Mhm.
in. You can't make those movies scary.
Well,
You
see, the
can't make
only-
his
the
presence
only
scary
one-
anymore.
Now all these movies are just based around like, oh, we're finally gonna kill this thing, and
Yeah.
it's like,
But you can't.
yeah,
it's
you're
not.
ruining.
It's not a scary
the whole
movie
mythos
anymore.
behind
Like
it.
back
Yeah.
then, it was like scary. Like
Because
you
that's what
went there
made
to
it
get
scary. Is that
Yeah.
he was fucking immortal.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now you come back to it, and it's just like nobody's afraid of that anymore. People,
Yeah.
this isn't. You're not in the right like time frame. Of,
You know what
we've
I-
talked
and-
about it before, where like horror changes its like whole scope drastically
Yeah.
over the years, so that it scares new groups of people.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna scare the new age kids with fucking Jason. It's
No.
not gonna happen.
Well, now that I've seen, I saw Terminator Genesis, and after I
Mm-hmm.
saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm officially done with the entire franchise.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
I probably won't end up seeing the new Terminator because I'm just done with it. At this
like
point. So-
our generation.
I just want to see Sarah Connor actually kill the
which that's
T300
fine.
scene.
That's fine. I mean, I like Sarah Connor as a character and such, but it's like this
the original bad
franchise has
bitch.
died many times over now.
You know what's
like-
super funny? That's the sole reason my mom got a Jeep Cherokee. Was
You
from
like
the
Sarah
first
Connor?
the first
Good
Terminator
shit.
movie.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
That
Okay,
scene she
so
drives off into the desert.
what's your guys' take on Paranormal Activity?
First two were good.
Fan. I was a fan.
I didn't like
liked
any
them
of
all.
them until
I
the
liked them
last
all.
one
Arnold
because
in a
they did
wheelchair.
the full
yeah.
circle.
Arnold in a
Wait.
wheelchair. That'll be the last Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
He's just mobile.
He's got cannons for arms. He's just-
Yes, and that's actually the prequel to the Transformers movies.
No, he blows
I'm
it.
back.
He's like Christopher Reeves. He blows into the chair.
Oh,
My name is not Arnold. It's Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime now.
Christ.
And then it's the prequel to Transformers.
Yeah.
But no, I liked the Paranormal Activities because, for one, they were perfect for
They were
the
original
time frame
at
that
the
they were
time,
in,
yeah.
and they were original. They
Right.
were the first ones to do it.
But then they just kept.
Well, not the
doing it.
first one. I mean, Blair Witch did found footage, but they were the first ones to like create this, like, is it real type of like.
I don't know. I think Blair Witch
webcam
still did that,
style.
but like
Yeah.
this is more of like a home security system doing this whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like that made it seem so much more realistic because you're not just.
More where the demon comes to you rather than you going into a fucking
Yeah,
forest.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Okay.
going out there seeking out this thing. This thing's just in your house.
I think I've seen all of them. I think there's 4 or 5 of them, and I liked all of them, honestly. I mean, some of them
See,
were cheesier parts, but like they
I-
had good horror.
I watched them and
The
I liked
Birds
it.
was real.
So is
Oh,
Birdemic.
Birdemic was real too. All real.
Um,
Real life. It
I
happened.
liked the different endings and stuff that they had with
Yeah.
them too. Like where
Yeah,
it
where you
showed
could have
different
alternate
variables.
endings. Yeah.
But I think the one movie that I thoroughly liked was the very last one.
The one was that the
Uh,
cult one?
Well, it was with
That
the,
one was interesting.
I like the cult one
It
where
was
they were
it
in the
was with
neighborhood.
the yes where they were in the
neighborhood,
apartment
yeah.
complex.
Apparently,
Oh, the Hispanic guys that were in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I think there's one after.
Because it
that.
went full circle. He was like
Yeah.
running through those doors and
Yeah,
like
and going
going
through
back
time,
to all
basically.
the other places.
I think there was one after that.
There was one after that, but that was the last one that
Yeah,
I've
that,
seen.
that one wasn't very good.
Great underrated horror movies. Go. I've got mine.
Ooh. 28 Days Later.
Yes,
Wow, that was a good one. That
yes.
was a really good one, and yeah,
One of my
think-
favorite actors.
I think
of
that
all
I think
time.
that's a cult classic, though. Definitely,
yeah.
Dawn of the Dead in the shopping mall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, we were talking about doing that for a Halloween special this
Yeah.
month, so maybe watching that. But
Oh,
Dawn of
you're
the
like
Dead.
actually like trying to do this. Like,
because it's royalty free
do
right
we
now.
have someone to play as extras to chase us around a mall?
Oh, I
we
would do
just
it.
get
In a heartbeat.
GoPros on sticks.
In a heartbeat. But no, I think 28 Days Later, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's 100% a cult classic now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they definitely have that niche.
They made a sequel that was
following, for
actually
sure.
really good too.
Yeah.
28 Years Later was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for 28 Years Later in the next 14 years.
Yeah.
So-
I hope they never do it.
What do you got?
Honestly,
You're gonna be pissed when I say mine because you're gonna agree 100%.
I think Evil Dead didn't get the recognition that it needed
The
to.
new one or the old ones?
Actually,
The old ones. Fuck the
new one I thought
dude.
was decent.
It was
I
wasn't
think
okay,
the-
awful.
but you can't change Ash.
I think the old one.
that guy made his entire career playing that character.
I think the old one got like a shitload of recognition. Like that was
Yeah.
one of the top.
I mean,
horror
for the
movies of its time.
practical effects, yes, but like the story and like the mythos and everything, they did take a
Well-
comedy end
Well, the
with like Army of Darkness and stuff, but
it's actually based off of H.P. Lovecraft lore.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Necronomicon is the
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft's
Yeah.
story. Actually,
I feel like that one got a lot of recognition though. for its
Klaatu
time.
Verada
That's why.
Nikto.
That's why. That's
Fun
why.
fact. Fun fact, not to cut you off. Klaatu Verada Nikto.
You already said this story. No,
Did I-
go ahead.
did I
No, go
already
ahead.
say
No. Say it again. Say it
Okay.
again. Say it again.
So that phrase comes from a very old sci-fi movie. I'm talking black and white, like practical effects with strings.
Wait,
And it is about a Martian or like an alien character
is it
who comes down to Earth
the day the Earth stood still?
the day the Earth stood still.
Yeah.
Because Klaatu was his killer robot, and Verada Nikto was the command that he gave him at the end of the movie to start killing humans.
Yep.
That Klaatu Verada Nikto.
Is that based on Lovecraft stuff, or is that
no,
No.
that was
But
just
that's where they
a
took that
really
from.
old.
Oh, that's so cool. I never
Yeah.
realized
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that Army of Darkness was filled with fucking movie references
like
left
that.
and right.
Yeah, that's
but,
true. That's true.
Like the second, because me and my dad grew up, I
I
watched
thought that sounded
old
familiar.
black
I
and
just-
white, yeah.
I never had that pointed out. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was a thing.
because they chase him back to his spaceship and he's standing like with the bay door down, that classic saucer.
Yeah.
Klaatu
Evil
Verada
Dead,
Nikto.
Evil Dead still holds the no, not anymore, but they did
Killing
hold the
him.
record for the most fake blood used in one scene.
Actually, that was broken this year with
Yeah.
It, the new
Yeah,
It movie.
Oh yeah,
It
with the
broke
hallway
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Ready for mine?
Yes.
You're gonna be pissed because you're gonna wish you had this
Oh,
one.
go ahead.
VHS.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those are
Yeah,
good.
VHS
I
was
haven't
the
seen
most
VHS.
was
underrated
really
because
good.
it never went into theaters.
Mhm.
It was 100% straight to video,
Yeah.
and it was some of the most horrifying stories.
Some of them,
like the
yeah.
succubus, fucking
was
Well,
horrifying.
a good
I
one.
didn't think that was horrifying. I thought that was more like
It's more
shock
eerie.
factor.
It's more
It's
eerie,
fucking
yeah.
eerie
Because the
as
actress
shit.
that plays the succubus, amazing.
Yeah.
She did a great job.
Or what was the I mean, there's some that were bad, like the fucking virginity troll or whatever. That one
Yeah.
was weird.
Oh yeah.
But like,
I have a weird time like
You get those with any anthology-based series.
you're always
gonna get the
There's always
weird
going to be
ones,
one or
yeah.
two that are garbage.
but they
I like the
they made
creepy house
3
one.
VHS movies, and all of them were fucking.
they all had really
amazing.
good parts in them.
I mean, I guess it's
2 and
kind
3
of
were okay.
it's kind of not fair because it is multiple different directors and different creators, but
Yeah.
like, man, they picked some good ones for those fucking
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
Those were good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
liked
agree.
them a lot. I'm gonna go back and rewatch those tonight, actually. I think because they were just so goddamn good.
I just want to watch one like really fucking scary movie about like cults nowadays because you don't find
Yeah.
very many
Yeah.
like supernaturally
It's usually
culty kind of
just like
movies.
documentaries and stuff.
And I feel like they're
Have you
doing.
seen The Last Exorcism?
But the VHS does the cult in the
Oh, yeah, it
school, in
does,
the
doesn't it?
Japanese
oh
school.
yeah, well,
That
that was
was
an Indonesian
fucking
school.
yeah, Indonesia.
it was
That was something. I don't know what it was about that. Whoever directed that, I gotta look that up because the shots that they did
Dude.
were the most phenomenal fucking shots for like a thriller, like
yeah.
really
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was a-
ropes you the
yeah.
That
fuck
was a
into
found
that
footage
story.
kind of story.
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
But they
all
did
were.
the found
Because they
footage.
were journalists.
Yeah.
That were
They
trying
did
to
that
figure out-
found footage
Jesus.
so on point
Yeah.
because they just god.
It was like that Doomsday where
Check
like
it
the
out.
sirens go off. and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, and I think that's what adds to. I think that's what adds to the eeriness too. Is
It was
when
like a
they do
helter
that, like
skelter.
they do like that over the fucking speakers,
Yeah.
kind of like cultish,
Yeah,
like
where they're literally
almost
just like
end of the
talking
world,
to everyone like it's
yeah.
time. Like
Oh, that
beyond.
was fucking wild.
yeah, I think my favorite part is kind of like
Starsky
a
and Hutch episode about the cult.
Yeah,
What?
I'll check that out.
yeah.
What? Is it scary? It's Starsky and Hutch. I don't think that this is more crime based. Right?
But I think my favorite part, and it's kind of like a niche reference that I caught, or not even a reference, but just like knowing the cast for that episode of the school one. The
Oh, as a kid, okay, that makes sense.
what is it? The husband or the boyfriend? Like the main characters, because there was like the main dude, his girlfriend, who was also a reporter. They had their
Right.
2 buddies and the camera guy.
Yeah,
The main guy is
The main
actually
journalist.
yes.
Yeah.
That guy was one of the lead actors in one of my favorite all-time foreign films called The Raid.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
I haven't seen
yeah.
this one yet, but I've heard it's good.
Oh
Yeah,
dear God!
Yeah,
look
I've
it
heard
up.
The Raid.
And
He said The Raid was
the first
phenomenal.
one. The first one's like super fucking good.
Okay.
And the soundtrack was made by Linkin Park,
Really?
which is weird because it's Indonesian. Or no, not Indonesian. It's
Taiwanese.
no, it's I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
But the second one is like a super long, in-depth fucking movie. Like I think it's like just pushing 4 hours.
Jesus.
That's a long
But it's
hours.
like,
movie,
dude, the
Oh my
most
God.
intense fighting. The choreography is fucking amazing.
Mm.
Like brutal, almost brutal realism when it comes to the combat. Like
Okay.
super quick. It's never like one dude at a time
Right.
combat. You
I
know,
hate
like
that
that
shit.
classic, like, kung fu movies. It's like, it's rational. Like at one point, he's like fighting in a bathroom. Okay.
Hmm.
If you have 10 dudes that have been chasing you, trying to kill you, what are you going to do? You want to funnel them.
Right.
So he gets into a stall and he's now fighting these dudes because it's just face to face now instead of like being attacked by full circle. He's just fighting people as they're like trying to make their way into the stall
Okay.
because it's just 1v1 at that point, not 1v10. So the
I gotta say,
practicality.
seeing you do kung fu is
It's
hilarious.
very hilarious.
Just throw my
Yeah.
hands around, man. I just throw my hands
All
around.
right, so I got this one's not really scary necessarily, but favorite childhood Halloween movie.
Hocus Pocus.
Ooh, that's a
There you
good
go,
one.
there
That
you
is
go.
a really good one. I did like Hocus Pocus a lot.
Disturbia with Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Really, like your childhood movie? That was your
That
one?
was
That's
with,
one of them. I
that
mean,
was with Halle Berry too, wasn't it?
No, that's a
No.
different one. Different one.
Was that-
Disturbia is the one with Shia LaBeouf.
He's
next
like under
door
house
neighbor.
arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty decent.
Halloween Town.
Oh yeah, Halloween Town.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's a
sure.
good one, too.
And I used to have the biggest
Oh,
fucking crush
what
on
about
her.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Ooh,
good.
that show was fucked up, actually.
No, what was the one? Is that the one where her? It's fuck.
Actually, Are You Afraid of the Dark was actually fucking terrifying for children. That's
Yeah.
scary now.
Was
Yeah.
that the one where it was his? The monster was like his friend. What was that one? Do you remember the boogeyman or whatever? And the guy that Don't Look Under the Bed or whatever I think it was called.
Oh,
And she becomes
yeah.
best friends with that fucking like demon
Yeah,
looking
I
dude.
forgot about that.
That was a fucking great. They
Yeah.
had some awesome fucking Disney
did,
Halloween
yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
like just some of the best
There
Disney
was-
ones.
There was a Idle Hand. Do you guys ever remember that movie?
Idle Hand. I have to
It
look
had
this
Seth Green
Yes.
in it. It had a bunch of other really well-known actors, but it was like these kids, like in high school, and his hand gets possessed.
Oh my
by-
god! And he starts killing people.
He
with
starts
it.
killing
Yeah.
people. He doesn't
oh my
realize it, so
god!
he chops his fucking hand off, and now the hand's running around like
Killing people
people.
still.
Yeah,
Fuck! I forgot about that
I don't
movie.
think I ever
Yeah,
saw
and, like,
that
Because
one.
he was like the
Kills
hand of
Seth
like a serial
Green.
killer, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It like
Jesus.
possesses his hand
What was
That's
the
a
other
throwback.
What was the other one with Seth Green? They were
without a
acting out,
paddle.
they were-
With Matthew Lillard,
Yeah.
my coos.
they were acting out their video game characters or whatever. Remember fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
What was that movie?
I know that movie. That's like my favorite. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I wish I could text my cousins. We used to watch that movie every
Seth
fucking
Green.
year.
So they played out like they played out their video game characters.
Yeah,
in
so
real
there's like
life.
this super experimental video game that comes out that nobody has, and they
Okay.
play it, and it's about like this plantation, but the Scarlet Mistress or something. Which she
Ooh.
was like, but it was like an orphanage for girls, and she like would kill these girls, and like, but somehow got put into this video game in a virtual sense. So like, if you died in the game, stay alive.
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive was the name of the
Alive,
fucking-
that's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I remember
yeah,
seeing
yeah,
trailers
yeah.
for this. I never actually watched the movie though.
What was that kid's name from the Disney Channel? He was
Frankie
in
Muniz.
Frankie Muniz, because
Yeah.
I remember the scene. He's
Yeah, it
in-
wasn't Seth Green. It was Frankie Muniz.
Was it Frankie
that was the
Muniz?
one that I was thinking of. Not. Yeah.
'cause
Stay
he's,
Alive.
He's
yep.
sitting in the van, right, and he's playing the video game because like you have to stay alive. That's how she
Right.
kills you.
Yeah.
And like is able to come into the material world as if she kills you in the video game, and then she actually like kills you in person. But she can still affect the real world.
And everyone else in that movie never had a career
Never.
after that. Frankie Muniz was the only
Yeah.
like lead actor, like main A-list actor in that
Damn.
fucking movie, and they killed it with that movie. Like they
Dude.
did such a good job.
Damn, that's crazy.
and like the mix of humor and actual like jump scares
Yeah.
and horror and
And
like
it was just such an
suspense.
interesting concept of a movie.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
nobody had done anything
No,
like that.
Because
too.
there were,
At the time,
there
at
were even
least, yeah.
scenes, because there were even scenes where it was like you could manipulate the real world with the video game.
right.
So it was like you drop a crowbar by like this door that had like a padlock on it,
and it would show up
and it would
in the
show
real
up
world.
in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could use it to break it open, and then in the game it was open.
Interesting.
So it was
Okay.
like this whole. It was so fucking.
It was fucking
cool,
great.
man.
It was really good. Like, it's
Stay
such a good
Alive.
movie.
See,
I
for
loved that.
me, though-
good call out on the fucking
Dude.
name too.
See, for me, a lot of the horrors that I watched like as a kid were stuff that my parents would like let me watch with them, and like I gotta say, one of the scariest movies that's not like jump scary,
Mhm.
the fucking Omen.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so
wait.
it's not like traditionally scary to the point where it's like, oh, shit's like jumping out at you.
Yeah.
It's more of that existential
It's the
horror,
suspense.
you know, that
Yeah.
more like
So
this kid is the fucking devil, and like here's
Yeah.
like everything leading up
so
to
that
him
might
taking
be
over.
that might be your answer then, but like what's the movie as a kid that made you lose a little sleep? Like it was the one that fucked you.
Mm,
Like you were like, ooh, that one got me a little bit.
give me a sec, because there's other horror movies that I thought were way scarier.
There's one that got me.
I remember there being one.
There's two that got me, actually.
The Omen never like stuck with me like that, where like it terrified me, but just I don't know, the concept was cool.
So the first one for me, and Johnny Wishbone can attest to this actually. The first one that got
Snow
me,
White.
Snow White, yeah.
there you go.
Chucky.
Yeah.
I was, and I'll never forget the moment that it happened. I was walking out of my babysitter's house. The movie was on. I was walking in, maybe. Movie was on. I caught like maybe 5 minutes of this fucking movie. Horrified. I saw a Chucky doll in a Walmart once. Horrified me. It was like a life. It was bigger than me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It
ooh, that's
horrified me. I was like not okay with Chucky for the longest time. The other
I
one
never had
that
a problem
got
with
me.
Child's Play, to be honest.
Oof,
Yeah,
that first
never really
movie
affected me
got.
that
I don't know
much.
why. I don't know why it got me
Yeah.
so bad either. Because it wasn't like it's like a super cheesy movie,
Yeah.
but just the fact that this doll just came back to life and was just murdering people.
Right,
Like, he's
that
probably
makes
one of the
sense.
weakest fucking ones. Honestly,
I think the second one fucked me up the most just because like the idea of a woman or like someone being in love with the serial killer.
also a huge crush on her
oh
back then.
Yeah.
no, I mean
She
I
was
don't know.
hot.
Her
She
as
was a
an
fucking
actress was
babe.
really good.
She was a
just-
gothic babe, and it was fucking.
I don't know.
She had it.
I
She had it
didn't.
all
I
going
didn't
for
have
her.
a. I don't know.
It's another kind of underrated movie that I feel like should like deserve more respect was The Last Exorcism.
Yeah.
You ever see that one?
I don't think I saw
Um,
the last Exorcism. No.
No. Like it's that's the
No,
title of the
I
movie.
know. I know that's the title.
It's
I
not
don't
like
think
the
I
Last
ever-
Exorcist movie, but yeah,
it's the last Exorcism. I don't think I saw that one.
That one, I don't know what it was, but it's like the woman in that girl, or like the girl in that movie that gets possessed. She's just like so innocent, and then you can see her just fucking transform.
Yeah.
I don't know what about that really fucked with me, but it definitely did.
The other one that got me quite a bit, well, not got me quite a bit, but I didn't even last past the title sequence. So I was hanging out with a buddy of mine when we were kids, and his older sister and his mom. We used to rent movies from like
right,
whatever,
Blockbuster
it was
and Hollywood
Blockbuster.
Video, all that
And
stuff.
so they rented a horror movie, and we rented like I don't even know, some kids movie or whatever. And so we were all in the living room, and they were going to put on this horror movie. And they're like, okay, you guys can like either hang out here or you can go in the other room.
Right.
And my buddy Troy went into the other room. He's like, I'm not fucking watching this. I'm out. And I was like, well, I'm a man. I'll fucking watch it. I wasn't a man.
I'm a man.
Little did I know, wasn't a fucking man. So I'm sitting there. Literally, the title sequence goes off. I'm fucking out. I bolt out of that goddamn room.
I'm
It was
curious.
The Others. Because in the title sequence of The Others, you just hear the woman
Oh,
scream
yeah.
bloody murder.
Yeah.
I fucking bolted. I was out. I was like, what you playing? What are you doing in here? You on the computer? What are you playing in here? He's playing like Harry Potter or something. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm going to hang out in here. He's like, I was the movie too much. I was like, no, it just didn't interest me.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a
Ooh,
long time.
That one
Jesus.
got me. I went back and watched it years later, but oh man, that title sequence
Yeah,
done
no.
fucked me up,
Yeah.
son.
You know, for
Great movie
specific
because of the
moments-
twist, but
Yeah. Specific moments. I think the one movie that really fucked me up when I was a kid was actually The Evil Dead as well.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
the first movie, because of the
It was-
practical effects,
It was
Yeah.
fucking terrifying. Yeah.
when Ash's girlfriend's friend, the one with like the long hair or whatever, like the
Mhm.
goofier one,
yeah,
when she gets possessed for the first time and she's laying on the ground and she picks that pencil up and she sticks it in like her
Oh,
Achilles
yeah,
heel.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
ah.
practical effects was so like for the time because I was like 6 when I saw it.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, why were they allowed to film that?
Yeah.
And then like they just stabbed somebody on set because that's how I thought when I was 6.
Yeah.
Was like, oh my god, that person. I hope that person's okay. But like I remember having nightmares.
You know
about
what?
that moment.
Another practical effect one with the Achilles, Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
That movie, fucking, even for its
There's-
time, for how old it was, I watched it way later in life because my
Yeah.
mom showed it to me.
Yeah.
And even
It-
like
it
nowadays, I
holds
was
up.
like, wow, that was
Yeah.
fucking.
It holds up
creepy.
probably better than the new one. The new one was only okay.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
the new
It
one.
was-
'cause
it was
I didn't
okay,
want to
but-
ruin the old one for
Yeah.
myself, so I didn't watch the new
I mean,
one.
the effects are better, but it's like
Yeah.
the story wasn't there.
Yeah, it was fucking-
But going back to the Evil Dead, though, that's one thing that I appreciated about the the new rendition that they did is that they kept a lot of that effect
Yeah.
stuff on
Yeah.
point. Like the girl that's under like the fucking stairs, like in the new one. That's the
Yeah.
scariest shit I've ever
Munster.
seen.
What was Herman Munster in?
He's the fucking
Monsters.
The Munsters. Yeah, that's the.
Why is he talking about Snow White? Wait. I knew that he was in
Pet Cemetery with Herman. Yeah, Herman Munster.
He was
the
in
actor.
Pet Cemetery?
The actor was, yeah.
Was he the grandpa?
No, I think he's
he was
dad.
relatively young.
Hold on. I'm confused. He got me all fucked up now. Who played Herman Munster? Who was that? He'll tell us, but anyways, let's see. What's another one that I really liked? Oh, that's right. He's the guy. He's the neighbor or whatever.
He's the old guy.
About the
Yeah.
cemetery.
Ooh.
Okay, got it. So he is the old guy. Yeah, he's the old guy that gets stabbed in the Achilles. Then I think in the old original
Speaking
one.
of Achilles, Hostel 1.
Oh yeah,
dude,
what a weird movie
fucking-
those were, dude.
I couldn't watch those really, and then I also couldn't watch The Hills Have Eyes.
I mean, it's
The
gore
Hills
porn.
Have
Those
Eyes.
were just gross to
Yo,
me.
that
Yeah.
was fucking gore.
That's all
porn.
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was.
I
weird.
couldn't handle that. I tried watching it.
But here's the thing: Hostel played on the fact that it, like, she got off to that. Like,
Oh,
when she
yeah.
was slicing them
Yeah.
open, like
Oh, yeah.
with the scythe. Like,
Yeah.
she got off to that.
But that was.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yeah, that's funny.
Damn, he's in
Holy
everything.
shit.
I didn't know that either.
You two Utes.
But no, they definitely played off of.
Taya, the Taya Mox.
Dude, Marissa Tomei in that movie though. Goddamn.
Goddamn, yeah.
But they played off of the idea that people are actually that fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, and that was like the biggest thing is like an organization,
Yeah.
like a group of people. The bulldog tattoos or whatever, like to
Yeah.
get out of her own fucking death. Like she
Yeah.
paid to become a member
Right.
and then kills the guy.
Also,
But-
have you guys watched the new American Horror Story Apocalypse?
No, I haven't seen
Ooh,
anything
I stopped
past
at
the
Hotel.
circus.
So I
Yeah.
stopped watching. I didn't watch past the circus freak show.
Yeah, I got like
I don't-
halfway through the circus.
I think I didn't finish the freak show one,
No.
but wow,
It was good. I think that was one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah.
the new season,
Yeah.
watch it. Like, even if you don't, did you guys watch Coven?
I watched
Yeah,
Coven.
I watched
Okay,
Coven.
if you watch Coven, that's the only one you need to know about, really.
Okay.
So Coven and Murder House are the only two you need to know
Okay.
about. That
Okay.
but they actually.
They reference it.
So
or
that's
like,
the thing is they
oh.
actually reference back. Like the previous seasons, they never referenced back really. I mean,
Hotel kind of did.
yeah,
but-
Hotel a little
Yeah.
bit, but most of the time they
Yeah.
didn't. In Apocalypse, like, it becomes prevalent. Like, they show you how some of the characters start to intertwine with each other,
Really?
Mhm.
and wow, it's fucked. Like, I don't want to. I can't give it away, but like the
Okay.
main antagonist is gonna fucking blow your mind.
I'll have to go back and check
Yeah,
it out.
you gotta watch this fucking show. It's wild. You might know who the main antagonist is.
I really hope it's not who I think it is.
Adam Levine
Who do you think it is?
from the first episode of the first season.
Well, it's a character from the first season.
Who do you think?
So it's either gonna be
The first haunted house dude, like the
there's
Who's it gonna be?
that's tough. Because
Yeah.
it's either the
it's
daughter
Satan.
or it's I can't remember his name, what his name was in that season. But
You're wrong.
It's Kathy Bates.
It's
Kathy
Kathy
Bates. No, it's you're gonna be like, because they tell you pretty much right away,
yeah,
like, who the guy is,
so it's the guy.
but then you realize who it is. So it's weird. They tell you, but then you realize, like,
I gotta pause for 1 second. But
Yeah.
also Kathy Bates in Misery. You've ever seen Misery before?
was that the one where she broke his kneecaps?
Yeah.
The author. She
Oh,
broke the
yeah.
author's kneecaps. Yeah.
She was like fucking
She
mad
put
at
on
the
the
other
fucking
guy.
show in that movie. That was
Yeah.
great. I love Kathy
But
Bates.
yeah, no, you're gonna learn who it is, and then you're gonna be like, oh, really? That's who he becomes? Like, that's what that is? It's
We love you.
he's I'm your biggest fan. Yes. Anyways,
You're
no,
not
it's
going nowhere.
yeah, no, it's weird. You're gonna like
See,
it.
I
you gotta fucking watch it. Please.
I'm probably
watch
gonna
it.
start that tonight,
I'm gonna
actually.
watch it. I have like 2 episodes.
How long is the
left of
season?
Hotel.
Like
It's like 11 episodes.
Oh, something
Yeah.
like that.
But like like the first 2-3 episodes, real slow. It's not slow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know
Don't
it's
worry.
Kathy Bates code. I know. But it's like the first 2 episodes play into like real life.
Mhm.
It's like an apocalypse. You know, like if you saw the trailer, you see it's like the world ending.
I haven't even
Yeah.
seen the trailer. I don't
Okay,
really
so
watch
the
cable
trailer
anymore.
is the trailer is like nukes are going out basically.
Oh, so it's like Fallout
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So then like it introduces your fake main characters, and then brings
Mm-hmm.
them in, and then brings your main characters and shit. And then you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, Walker knows that we don't. Like
we know
us.
that nobody likes us. So.
we don't even like us. I don't even know why we
guys.
fucking do this show, honestly. But yeah, then you learn like all the people. Like 3 episodes deep is when shit hit. Like all of a sudden it just hits the fan.
Yeah,
like it goes from like normal. Okay, this makes sense. Like this is what would happen after the apocalypse to like. Holy fuck! What just happened?
Right.
Kind of
yeah, I'll definitely have to check that one out.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it. I just never.
Yeah, it was a good season. It was one that kept me involved, and I
kinda
didn't watch any of the. I didn't watch Coven.
I kind of lost faith when I was watching Circus because I was like the freak show one. I was like, I'm not a huge fan.
See, I liked it because they depicted so many characters off of real people.
Yeah, which is true.
Like that actual like sideshow attraction.
I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of it myself. It just seemed weird.
It made this new season made me want to go back and watch Coven.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Coven was really good.
I liked Coven. I know that
that's a different brightness.
It ended kind of strangely, but I thought it was pretty decent overall. So it just left kind of like a lot of like cliffhangers. So
on Freak Show.
No, on Coven.
No, Freak Show they tie it all together.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't watch Coven.
That story ends.
Well, okay, so it left with a lot of like open ends.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to watch Apocalypse because it's gonna tie everything in for you guys.
Really cool.
And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? That's what happened to them?
Oh, okay.
It's fucking wild.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you'll like it.
What else was
other TV shows? Any other horror TV shows out there?
I'm trying to think of like any niches.
I haven't started that show yet.
One that's gotten me that I can't wait to keep coming back out, but the one that has been a top-notch, top-tier, Haunting of Hill House. It's top-tier.
I haven't watched any of it yet.
Dude,
I gotta get on that too.
Top-tier horror.
I got a lot
Haunting
of
of Hill
shows.
House is
Wait, I thought that was a movie. It's a show?
It's a TV show, dude. It's on Netflix. It's their show. And now the second season comes out next year. It is unreal, dude.
Interesting.
Unreal. It's good shit.
So what's it about exactly? I'm curious.
So it follows a family. I don't know what I can give.
And their house is haunted.
It's about a family coping with the loss of a mother.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll
Land
do
of the Lost. Like the old Land of the Lost. Like the old school, like cheesy Land of the Lost. Jesus. When they had like the fucking cardboard dinosaur cutouts.
All right, this is completely off topic, completely fucking off topic. But scariest cartoon horror creature. I have to say Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Bring me the slab. Turn the slab.
I think
that's fucked up.
Courage the Cowardly Dog had some scary.
That was a scary.
That was not
show.
supposed to be a TV show for kids.
I
and
like
100% was my favorite.
I like the theory behind it that Courage is actually he's seeing things so terrifyingly because that's how dogs view like humans and shit.
Even though it's not. It's
exactly
like a mailman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's seeing normal people in like alert dog situations.
I heard that there was like a fan theory about it. Like Courage was like a mistreated puppy.
Yeah, so he's just terrified of everything.
When he got taken in by Eustace and Miriam, that he became like that's how he just views the world.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but Eustace is still kind of abusive too.
Yeah, that's why he hates him. And he does like the masks and shit.
Episode of Land of Lost on what we're watching. Oh yeah.
Hey, if it's royalty free, we can watch it.
It's gotta be. It's so fucking old at this point.
I don't know. We'll check it out.
Cartoon.
I think, from Courage the Cowardly Dog, I think the scariest character for me was it was like the pudding dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about like the really big fat guy.
Fantasy Flan.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Because they're in like the sewers and shit.
Yeah,
Fantasy Flan. He was like
that show was fucking weird, man.
Weird like orb dude, but he had like this like really neat, clean haircut, but a huge fucking smile. And that smile scared the shit out of me.
It was
this guy.
Yeah. The one that kind of looks like who's the son from Addams Family?
Yeah.
Not all I can ever think of is
Wednesday and fucking Pugsley.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck. Interesting. I don't know. Like,
I think show wise, the one show that scared the fuck out of me was
cartoon.
For some reason, like it always like my skin would crawl when I was younger. Was actually the Powerpuff Girls. When
him,
I
forgot about that.
And it wasn't the direct depiction, but his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What fucked me
It's
up.
really eerie.
Because he was always so casual. He was always so flamboyant and just there. And he would he talked very everything that he said, it was so correct and perfect.
Yeah.
But his voice was so distorted, but still monotone and regular that it was like, what is he? I don't understand.
Right.
It was
what's
like they took.
going on.
I wonder how they did that too back then. Like they took 2 audio tracks of a guy
They had to
have saying the same
They
thing.
had to have.
Because that was such a amazing edit of,
or at least
of an
put some
audio.
sort of distortion on it to where.
Yeah, but I don't even know how.
Because it was two tones
shit,
and
but,
2 pitches.
Yeah, it was interesting how they created that voice.
There is a movie out there. It's about the Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer kind of characters.
Yeah.
But it's a claymation movie, and it has the scene where they're all meeting up with they met claymation Satan in this one room, and they have a conversation with him, and that is by far the scariest animated horror thing that I've ever seen in my fucking life.
There's one I can't.
I
gotta look
the
up
clip for you.
mine.
But 1 second here. I think it's either Tom Sawyer meets Satan or something.
But yeah, there were so many kid shows that depicted specific scenes that just made no even just the styles that they would animate stuff. Even more recently, there were really newer episodes of SpongeBob.
Yeah, that got real fucking weird.
They got really fucking
really
weird. Dark and even depicting what would happen. There was one where SpongeBob was blindfolded and he was trying to put a chair down or something, and the entire scene is him slamming onto Squidward's toe, and they for some reason animated a toenail at the end of his toe just so that it could get ripped out. It shows it pounding it until it was up, and then they ripped the fucking toenail out.
Okay, so this one might be a cheat, but you did say animated characters, even though it's not technically a cartoon. Is it's a game. Inky. What's Mickey Mouse?
Oh yeah, in the
it's
the hell's that called?
Benzie.
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Bendy and the
Bendy.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
That was a weird one. I liked it though. So the movie I'm talking about is this movie called
Damn
Meets Satan.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus,
yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Fucking called that.
Yeah,
out.
you know exactly what I'm talking about though, with the claymation shit, and Satan's his face is molding, and he's he creates these little toy people to show him exactly how he can mess with people's minds, and it's just. I'll show you guys the clip when we're done. But it's just dark shit. It is fucked up.
Really?
Yeah. It's honestly just watching it, you're like, what is going on? But
there's some really fucking
because it's
weird
the mysterious stranger.
Stuff.
Yeah, claymation gets weird. You can get
well, because it's actually based on a story called The Mysterious Stranger with so it's a Mark Twain novel.
Okay.
But so it's a story about how Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer and all these people are going through reality and whatnot, and meeting these entities, and Satan's one of them that they have to kind of meet with, and it's just fucked.
Let's check it out.
Yeah,
because that shit, man. I don't know when they mix up. I think that's why with what was that movie, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, when they brought all those characters together, and then they brought, was that Huckleberry Finn or was that Tom Sawyer? Tom Sawyer.
Was it Tom Sawyer?
The younger kid that was underneath.
I think that was Tom
being
Sawyer.
trained. I think Tom Sawyer. I really liked how they tied all that in. That I was his long lost son.
Oh yeah,
transit.
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of forgot about all.
They were
that.
all the characters.
Craziest thing ever. So I was trying to think of the name of this YouTube video that's fucking weird, and all I typed in was creepy puppet YouTube, and it was the first thing that popped up.
What's it called?
It's called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, those are so weird.
Yeah.
Rush, dude.
Rush, dude. Tom Sawyer. Dun, 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 dun. You guys know that movie's from, or what reference it's to?
It's a song.
Rush, yeah, it's a song.
No, that quote.
Band.
That
Rush.
quote is
Dude,
from a movie.
Oh, that's from I Love You, Man.
I Love You, Man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Walker gets it.
I gotcha.
Hell yeah. Walker knows all the movie references.
Yeah, slap at the best.
Slap at the best, man. Slap at the best. Yeah, so they came out with more.
Rudd.
Yeah. And
So
what's his face?
they came
Jason
out
Segel.
with more of those Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. There's
I heard about that.
there's 6 of them.
Yeah, no, they have a whole series. It finishes, but
And
it gets
it's
fucking
fucking weird.
There's actually a YouTube channel that I just saw the other day that has nothing but free horror movies online, and I have to find it again. But Matt Pat from Game Theorist did he did an episode on it. But
oh yeah,
have you
cool.
noticed that there's more and more people putting stuff on which
I just love. It's
there's
just free
one
content.
movie that keeps getting put on Facebook. Like people just keep posting the whole movie on Facebook, and it makes me I die laughing every time I see it. And I've actually watched it on Facebook before just for shits and giggles.
What is it?
Oh wow, now I can't think of the name of the movie. He plays it's Bill Murray, and it's in his body.
Oh,
the fuck's the name of
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones,
Yeah.
yes. I just watched it. So funny. So I don't know why that movie keeps getting posted.
It's Chris
but
Rock and
dude, I've seen it like 6 times pop
that
up
was a
on Facebook.
cartoon, man.
So when I had the
TV show
last week when I had the stomach flu,
yeah,
that movie fucking came up on my Facebook
you
feed,
had this,
and I just watched it. I just watched the fucking movie. I was like, this is perfect
why
timing.
you're not sick anymore.
Yep.
Man. Osmosis is in there.
Osmosis Jones is working his magic in there.
Why are they specifically posting
I
Osmosis
don't
Jones?
know.
I
It's
mean,
flu
Like
season.
I have no idea why people, but no, I've seen it posted like over the past 3 years. I've seen it posted probably 20, 30 times.
what?
Really?
That's
Just randomly, it gets
fucking
posted on there, and I don't know why. And it's the whole movie. It
That's
never
cool,
gets taken
man.
down.
That's cool.
I don't get it.
I wonder
Why
they
Osmosis
can't be,
Jones?
They can't be royalty free.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's a Disney-owned one, isn't it?
No,
Or
I
is
think
No,
it's
it
Warner
was-
Brothers probably.
Yeah,
but-
Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
All right.
WB's
You know, one
contracts
of the
are-
2 companies that's out there.
Yeah, that's
Really
also
wonder
owned
when
by
I
the
do
other
something
one.
really special. Oh god. What else? What was I gonna say? Oh, we were on scariest animations, but
Scariest animations.
we already came up with ours. so-
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so much good fucking scary content out there.
Yeah.
I actually just love going on YouTube and being like,
Yeah.
hey, scary like short
Yeah,
films.
like that's
And
the
then-
that's the best.
Well, what was it?
Number 15, Burger King foot
Burger King foot lettuce.
Have you ever watched that
I
guy?
have not.
It's
Oh
so
no idea
my
what you're talking about.
good.
So this
So
guy,
good.
this guy, his channel's called Top 15 or something like that.
Okay.
And all he does is like horror stories,
Like scary,
basically.
scary shit.
or like scary,
Okay.
or like
Like
stuff
lists.
that's happened, or like
Yeah.
top 15 like
Paranormal
grossest-
experiences,
yeah, or
yeah.
top
Hmm.
15 grossest. Like,
Oh, is it Matthew Santora? Or
no, I don't know who this kid
It's-
is. Nobody knows who he is, but he became famous because of the way he speaks.
Hmm,
And
okay.
this is how he speaks, right? And on our top list is another one that's coming in. Top 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Like that's the
In
most-
this picture, we see a guy. He's putting his foot in a Burger King lettuce.
Yeah.
And that's how he talks the whole fucking show.
I would
awesome.
lose my
Oh,
fucking
it's
mind.
so
awesome.
bad.
It's
It's
awesome.
so bad.
I
But
love
he
it.
plays it so like he just plays it. Like he knows that it's a joke, but he'll never say that he thinks it's a joke.
If
And he plays it up, and he's got hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube.
if we ever end up playing Circle of Death again, that's gonna be my one rule.
Is everyone has to talk like that?
You have to talk like this for the entire
Yes.
rest of the game.
Yeah, I think his show is literally just called
Ooh.
Top 15 or
It's-
something like
I
that.
think it's like top 15 or like creepy something.
Yeah,
Creep
and it's
TV.
just it's
well,
the
okay, it
weirdest.
just made me think of that. So there's a channel dedicated on YouTube.
Okay.
I
Nope,
think it's
literally called Top 15s.
top
That's the
15.
name of his channel.
So it's called Crypt TV.
Oh,
Oh
Crypt
yeah,
TV, they
that's
do
what I was
the
thinking
horror
of. Yeah,
movies.
thinking of.
The
Yeah.
fucking channel, dude. Birch. I'm waiting
Yeah.
because I want there to be more episodes that come out about it because I know it's been like short films for a bit or like short
Wait,
skits.
which one?
Yeah.
Birch.
Oh no, that's not the one I was thinking. I was thinking of there's
The-
another one by Crypt though. I
Mhm.
think it's Crypt. It's
It's
either Crypt or
the
it's the
one
other
where
one.
he's like got like no eyes and he's like got like the pointy.
no, not.
And
It's the
shit,
one
the
where
mall.
they have to, they like sacrifice stuff.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
him.
Isn't that the Birch?
Is that
That's not the Birch.
No, it's
the
the
Birch.
Birch.
The Birch is like this mother spirit
Yeah,
that attaches to this child.
that like lives in the woods and
yeah,
shit. Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it has a group of kids that it like protects.
okay? So
Mm.
wait, I just have to play this because it's short.
But no, I love that
Yeah.
that entire channel.
Crypt
It's
TV
fucking
does
awesome.
Yeah.
really good stuff. They've been around for a while.
A
Too, but they
long-
do
Yeah, but they're
really
they're
good
just
stuff.
finally starting to get popularity, and I love it.
Okay,
It's
so
good.
so this is what this kid sounds like because I don't do him justice.
Oh god.
Foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. But
Yeah,
as it
yeah.
turns
how he
It's
out,
talks.
awesome.
that might
It's
be
awesome.
one-
Every
15
fucking
seconds.
episode, that's
Yeah.
what he talks about. Oh, don't worry, it's only a 20-second
Alright, cool.
video, so I definitely.
No,
see it.
Yeah.
It's
Burger
I
King
love it, man.
foot lettuce.
I love it
Yeah, it's a
Oh
Crypt
my
TV
God.
that does.
because either whether it's like authentic or not, if it's like a charactered voice, like
Yeah.
I just love the fact that he is
Very consistent.
very consistent, is still putting out videos, doing his fucking thing. He
Right.
might, because I know he caught a lot of flack from a lot of different channels. And stuff.
Oh, when Vine
Okay.
got big, he was like huge on there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because people were just making fun of him. No, yeah, sometimes I just go on and post or just go on YouTube and go short horror films, you know. And there's a couple of them that have been turned into movies, and I'm super happy about it. Like The Jester.
Yeah,
ever heard of The Jester?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's looks scary as fuck. That's him, The Jester.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And
That's
then
cool.
Momo started as like that's another one. If you ever want to read really creepy stories, SCP.
Yep.
Like SCP Foundation.
Yeah, you know me.
They do. Yeah, you know me. They do a bunch of creepy shit, and people will make films out of that. Like that's where Slender Man came from. Was SCP. But like Momo came from it. I'm trying to think of the one. It's a series that I've been watching, and I'm waiting for them to come out with another movies.
That'd be cool.
We could write short horror scripts.
Dude, actually, I'd be so down for that.
I'd write short horrors. I can act. I'm good. I need to act more.
Let's get Jordan Peele on this.
Let's get fucking Jordan Peele in here. Jordan Peele. It's crazy that he went from Key and Peele. I mean, he was on before that.
He's doing comedy.
Oh, he's still doing comedy.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. Actually, I don't want to discredit him. He did a lot of stuff before Key and Peele. Like he broke out from Key and Peele, but he did a lot of stuff before that. But the fact that he was able to create such good thrillers, like
you just wouldn't expect it out of somebody that's
just
like that.
Unbelievable storytelling.
But he just understands theatrics. You know, he understands exactly like how to build a story and how to keep that shit going.
It's weird how he plays social
constructs into
current social event or current events that he plays into it, but he plays it in such a way that it's so subtle until the very end. Yeah. That you're like, oh, what? Like, you know, like some people play way too heavily, like for racism, for one. You know, for one, people play really heavy in some movies on it that it's like it's brought on way too thick, and like you get it, you understand the story they're trying to get across, but like, come on, don't be. It now this just became a political piece.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to The Purge. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to The Purge.
Yeah, it was like the rich versus the poor for one, and then it was like, they just played heavily, which I like The Purge. I like all those movies, but
they're pretty decent.
But like Jordan Peele does it in such a way where you don't realize really what he's doing.
It's true confusion up into the point until like the very end, because you just don't know. Because
you're literally following the knowledge path that the protagonist does.
Yeah. And I haven't watched the new one yet. Have you guys seen it yet?
No. What, Us?
Us?
Yeah, I loved Us. It was good.
Was it kind of like along the same lines?
I think I own it. If you guys want to watch it sometime.
Right? Yeah. Is it like the same lines as Get Out?
I actually like Get Out better, but I did appreciate Us to a certain. Yeah, it was really good.
It's still a thriller.
Yeah, it's still great, but I just prefer Get Out.
Did it have a twist in it?
Yeah, it does. Okay. It's more like, I think it's more obvious than Get Out. Yeah, but it's just a good movie. Okay. Yeah.
You know who I haven't seen do anything in forever, and I don't know why? M. Night Shyamalan. What's the last movie he did?
Yeah,
dude. Actually, I don't care what anyone says.
He did something. He did something really.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Hey, with Joaquin Phoenix, he was in that.
The Village.
Yeah. He did such a phenomenal job with The Village. Like he was known for doing twists in movies, and he's just so good at it. Like I haven't seen.
Shyamalan did a movie recently.
Isn't that the one about the bank robbers?
The Town is the one with the bank robbers.
The first thing is, I'm gonna put this whole town in my rear view.
No, Shyamalan recently did Glass and Split.
Oh, okay.
So Split was great.
Movies.
Split was great.
You didn't like Glass?
I didn't see Glass yet.
So. Glass was good. Glass was good because Glass finally tied that the trilogy series into itself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Unbreakable, dude, I was so happy when I realized that that's what it was.
Yeah, like it proves that hey, this is its own comic universe, which is kind of cool. But
I mean, he had actually decent movies. Like The Sixth Sense was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, like M. Night Shyamalan had phenomenal fucking movies.
The Happening was an interesting concept, but terrible execution.
Yes.
Yeah, they should have had
Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel.
I don't think he's the one that fucked that though. I think that there was producers involved in that fucked that.
I don't think he directed Stuart Little.
Yeah.
Stuart Little, like the mouse in the red car with the sweater.
Yes, he's done. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't
with
see
Hugh
the guy
Laurie
really.
and what the fuck?
He's done some good fucking movies.
He did After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
Oh, I didn't know he did After Earth.
Yeah, did you see that movie?
I did. I didn't think it was terrible. It was an interesting concept first time because space was like the big thing for plots. That's at that time. So I thought it was an interesting concept.
He did Devil, that movie about the elevator, with the evil elevator visit.
Oh yeah.
That was a weird one.
That was weird.
You know what fucking movie I wanted to watch but I never did? It was about the catacombs.
As above, so below.
As above, so below. Dude, it's on Netflix now.
Is it?
Yeah.
See that one?
That was good. It was really
my
good.
only complaint is that it gets super fucking scary and then
Yeah, it does kind of die off. It dies off. Like it brings you to the suspense point, fulfills the suspense, and then continues. So you're like, oh.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, yeah, it gets to a certain point where it's like building up, ends. And it's like,
so it's just a complete drop with no climactic like
finish.
You just don't expect it to end where it does, and it's like, oh
shit.
But other than that, I thought it was fucking terrifying.
But it was real though. Like it would maybe that's why though. Because they tried to play on the real aspect of it.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, there was
no climactic ending because there's
more about the catacombs.
People, it's real people's
interpretation
of the catacombs.
In general, I thought it was good execution, just it needed a better ending.
Is As Below So Below? So I've seen the movie a couple times, but I'm trying to think in that movie. No, what was the other one? It wasn't that one. What's the one where they're cave diving? They were spelunking.
The Descent.
Oh, The Descent. Yeah,
that one was interesting.
1 or 2 because 2 was way better.
Didn't watch 2.
I didn't see 2, but I thought 1 was pretty good though.
1 was really good because you get introduced to like the creatures and shit. Whereas 2, it's like a continued story of the first movie, obviously.
Okay.
But
yeah, I don't think I saw the second one.
It's I liked.
Oh, I'm if you've ever seen Workaholics, I'm Blake Henderson from Workaholics. That's who I am.
He looks just like him. It's crazy.
It's actually kind
just
of
look it up. Yeah.
I just didn't shave the rest of the beard. He only has usually a mustache, so I just didn't do that because I didn't want to shave my.
He looks like this.
Yeah. Just like that. Yep, that's Blake basically.
It's actually scarily uncanny.
I know. Yeah. I love it. I'm so happy with it. I love it.
But I'm just trying to think. There's so many good underrated films out there, but I just feel like
I feel like I feel like.
Let's see it. Sorry. You gotta check it out, man. Or did you just not? Never mind.
What?
No, I'm just reading what he said.
Oh yeah, I don't think he saw.
That's fine.
I mean, Workaholics is a niche thing for us. I think.
Let's get on our roof and get.
See, Netflix is kind of taking over the whole horror genre right now.
Because they're just killing movies in general right now.
There's so many fucking horror movies still getting released nowadays. They're just ass. They're just complete ass.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're gonna get. You're gonna get it.
But it didn't turn out good at all. The Collector. I really wanted that.
Like way back when, The Collector, like in the 2000s, early 2000s, The Collector, where he was. The Collector.
Because like the title is like.
Oh yeah,
I gotta show that. Okay, so just so you know, it asked me if I wanted to show that message because it said the word porn in it, and I'm 100% showing that. Oh, that's so funny. I love YouTube for doing that though. Like where they're like, "Hey, you sure you want to fucking show this shit?" Yeah, I want to show this shit. You hear what we talk about? I'm showing that shit. Fuck Facebook for IP on us. Fuck you and your blocks. I'm on YouTube's. But yeah, no, I think there is The Collector was the one. I know the movie. I've seen it once only though. Yeah. But yeah, that was like 2014, probably 2016, maybe. Then. Yeah.
Because like the whole, I don't know, like the premise was really cool, but
the execution
was garbage.
Yeah. I didn't think
and like even what was supposed to be the most iconic scene, like that nightclub one, or whatever, where like the whole fucking nightclub is a giant death trap.
Right.
That wasn't even like there was nothing impressive about it. Like it was just
you're just expecting.
You know which one I really didn't expect that took the biggest fucking turn, and I think they did it beautifully.
Last House on the Left, because that one took a fucking turn. And I was all about the revenge part of that.
Shotgun in his fucking ass. Have you ever seen that movie?
It's been a long time, but yeah, I do remember that.
So the premise of the movie, for those of you that don't know, Last House on the Left is about this woman that goes through some horrifying shit.
Horrible.
And then you think that that's what the premise of the movie is her going through this. No, the premise is her revenge.
Yeah. And her dad's revenge.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It's brutal.
Yeah. That was the first movie that
you've ever wondered what it looks like to get sodomized by a shotgun, watch that fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was. I remember when it came. No. That wasn't Last House on the Left that did the shotgun. Yeah, I spit on your grave.
I spit on your grave. Did the shotgun.
Yeah. Well, then no. I was thinking of the what scene was it? The garbage disposal scene.
That's the dad. Because the dad's the one who starts like doing all the revenge and shit. Because he literally there's the one dude with the microwave.
I was thinking I spit on
and
your
then
grave. That's where she
the one
gets the
guy
revenge.
literally just like fuck you, sticks his hand to the fucking disposal unit.
Yeah, see, he knows. I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the movie I was thinking of. I've seen
Yeah.
Last House on the Left too, but I Spit on Your Grave was like, fuck.
You know what's super funny? When you said like sodomize with a shotgun, the first thing I thought of was Crank.
Oh God,
Yeah,
Crank,
with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Jason Statham. Great fucking movies.
He dips it in the fucking ceiling grease.
What was the fucking movie I was just thinking of? I don't know.
You guys ever realize how Gremlins is one of I don't know, one of the worst stories of any movie?
Yeah.
But I still love it
It's
to this
such
day.
a good movie still.
It's
But,
funny.
you know what I mean? Like,
So
you just love it.
there's a scene.
Yes, the fucking yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was an I Spit
All
on
right.
Your Grave.
So there's a scene in Gremlins that always fucking baffled me that it was in there. The girl, like the girlfriend's character, is like talking to the main character about like her dad. Basically, she was talking about why she didn't celebrate Christmas, and it's because her dad ended up dressing up like Santa Claus and was going to come down the chimney and deliver presents. But the dad gets stuck in the fucking fireplace and breaks his fucking neck and is sitting there rotting in their fireplace. And the ambulance had to come and remove his carcass out of the fireplace. And the boyfriend, like the main character guy's just not giving a shit. He's just over there doing his own thing, trying to unlock a door.
Like I'm telling you,
she's like laying her heart on the line, and he's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't.
This is
fucking
why
give a
I
shit.
have some serious problems.
Baffles me why they let that scene in there.
And
also,
somebody got let loose on the darkness of that.
And also, why don't they acknowledge that the mom's a fucking badass in that movie? Like, you guys remember that kitchen scene where she's like throwing shit in microwaves and putting gremlins in the blender?
Dude.
Like, fuck.
She's a badass bitch. But anyways, the movie I was thinking that took a huge fucking twist halfway through, and you're like, what is going on? And it ended up being like a really good movie. I thought Cabin
in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah,
where they go down in the fucking basement.
Oh yeah,
and the basement's a lab.
Oh yeah,
they're controlling it. And they're basically sacrificing these people to fucking Satan.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Cabin Fever. And
Cabin
I was
Fever
like,
was
yeah,
dude. Cabin Fever was weird. Cabin Fever was gore porn, but
I liked the first one better than the second.
Slither was gore porn.
That was just
gross.
Gore.
It was just gross.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch it.
What was the one?
There was a lot of shit about that movie. Like,
Wait,
the cast was
there's
really
a lot
good.
of movies
Wait,
that are
was
like
Slither
that.
the one? No.
The worms and shit.
The worms.
No, yeah. Slither was crazy. What was the one? I think it was Split, but it wasn't the Split with
Splice.
Splice.
Yeah.
Oh, with the fucking
hybrid thing.
Fucking
yeah.
thing?
What was that? Wasn't a chimera.
Peanut butter.
That was a
peanut butter.
What the fuck is the name of that actual creature?
I don't know.
It's probably a chimera.
Homunculi.
Oh, homunculus.
Yeah. Because that's a thing. Homunculi are a thing.
Yeah,
that thing's fucking weird.
Well, they're a thing in mythology, right? Like they're
they were a thing in mythology, but you can actually create a homunculi.
How?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's a whole fucking process. It's like incubation. It's basically like creating an external birth with a creature, and it's a living creature
with like two non-matching species.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah,
well, wasn't it technically like 4
that.
or 5 species that were spliced together in that one?
And then human DNA, and that's what gave her or him.
It was
the
it was a snake. It was
because that's why I first thought
what
chimera
was it?
is because those are just a bunch of different fucking species and stuff. But
I just remember homunculi from Full Metal Alchemist.
Dude.
Yeah, but fucking also if you watch that kind of shit.
Oh my god,
it
just even if you don't like cartoon animated stuff,
you'll cry.
You'll cry. Yeah, I cry a lot. And then the last episode, I was like screaming, crying because I was like, yes, get him,
Edward.
But yeah, that fucking movie, man. I thought that was the most interesting
premise
because like I've never seen
anything
anything like that up until that point.
Have you guys seen the new Slenderman movie that's coming out? I mean, I know they've done it before.
There's a new one coming out.
Yeah, but I know that
didn't
they
just do one
before,
recently, like last year.
Oh, maybe that's the one. Then.
Maybe,
but it looks good. I mean, I like the Slenderman.
I heard good things about it, but I remember seeing the trailer like 180 times.
I think they need to do it. I think they need to do a movie based on those 2 fucking shit. We were just talking serial killers.
Based on a Rhinelander, right?
On a Rhinelander that took that girl to the force and fucking stabbed her.
Super funny, fucking small world. I actually met a dude that
went to school with them.
No,
I dated a girl that went to school with them.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she went to school with
the
girls.
He was one of the girl's caretakers in the psych ward that she was in.
Shit,
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
cool.
This was like
we're fucked up.
I was way away from here in transit, but. Yeah, I met him. We were like in a parking area having a little bonfire. And like, as I was talking about what he did for work, he's like, oh, I take care of psychological patients and stuff. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And like, without obviously giving out details and stuff, like he said a name and I was like, I know that fucking name.
That's
Who is
fucking
that? And he's
weird.
like, oh, it was one of those girls that fucking killed somebody or killed that other or
The
tried to
fact
kill.
that happened, and like
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, dude, the Midwest,
Wisconsin,
like,
man.
the Midwest
Dude,
has just got
Wisconsin's
some
a
weird
fucked up
fucking
place.
breeds. Like I think if it wasn't for Florida, Wisconsin would be that place.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like if it
Which I'm
wasn't for
cool with Florida being that
like,
place.
yeah,
but-
it's like you know where you always hear Florida man, like
Yeah.
Florida
Yeah.
man does
Florida
this,
man,
Florida man does that. Like that, if it wasn't for Florida, it would be Wisconsin, man.
Yeah, Wisconsin would have a lot more visibility at that point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad. Thank you, Florida,
Florida.
for
We
taking
love
the heat
you.
for us
Not
because
really, but thank
otherwise
you.
this shit would be fucked up.
Jesus.
I don't know. What else we got here?
Hmm?
I'm trying to think of some. I want to ask a question, but I don't know what my answer would be. Is like scariest video or movie or show that wasn't meant to be scary, but it was to you.
Oh, that's a good one. It wasn't meant to be
Courage
scary.
the Cowardly Dog. I guess I would kind
It
of.
kinda- it's- it kinda
I think
means
It's
to
the
be
premise
scary.
of fear.
Yeah.
It's the premise of
Yeah.
fear that
Yeah.
pushes that show.
Something that's not meant to be scary.
Everybody moves to Florida from Wisconsin. You're true. Yeah, so they're all just fucking nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Florida's just
Yep.
Yeah, I
Florida's
know a
ju-
couple dudes that.
it's only
Florida's
scary because of the
Florida.
Wisconsinites.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Florida's just the retired Wisconsin people. That's all Florida is retired Wisconsin people.
People
That's
that
why
got
it's so
kicked out of
goddamn
Wisconsin.
nuts.
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
goddamn nuts.
Florida's.
Florida's the Australia of the United States. We just put all of our
Yeah.
convicts there.
I think it's California.
Yeah, true.
Sure.
Hey, get the fuck
Yeah.
But yeah, scariest thing that wasn't meant to be scary.
Huh.
That's a tough one because I don't know what my answer would be, but I know that if I really thought about it, there's
Yeah,
gotta be
if
one
you
out
if
there.
you saw like compilations of like
Yeah.
scary shit, you pick it out and be like, I remember watching that and getting fucking terrified by it.
2001: A Space Odyssey. Maybe.
Yeah, that
I feel
had
like
that
that
was
was
more
meant to be,
psychological.
It's
like,
more psychological.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
guys know that that's like my thing.
I mean,
Like,
because the space
hate-
baby was
That was just weird.
Oh my
yeah.
god,
But
that entire movie was okay up until that moment. I was like, why is there a baby?
there a
Space
space
baby?
baby?
Fetus floating
Space
around in
fetus.
space.
I don't know.
I
somebody
think
must have had a space esketus.
space is
Space
skeeted.
skeet,
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 skeet.
skeet, skeet. I'm gonna shit.
Fucking shit.
It wasn't meant to be scary.
Don't do
I
it
don't
again.
do it again.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
I really can't. Think of anything.
But I know that there's ones out there.
Oh, there absolutely is.
that
I mean,
can
like, so,
see.
like, at any point in your time, like your lifespan,
Yeah, where
that
it wasn't-
you've
yeah, like
watched
it-
something
yeah.
that wasn't scary, but it
Yeah.
was scary to you.
Yeah.
Secret of Nim. That cartoon about the rats.
Yeah,
And there's an owl scene in the
yeah.
movie that is fucking terrifying for like
Okay.
little kids.
There was a movie
Oh,
that
and
got remade, and it was about a bunch of animals. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a bunch of animals that were getting pushed out of their home by deforestation.
Oh, it was the animated movie.
Yes.
with the
Um,
raccoon that
no.
fucking steals everything.
the fairies,
No,
the fairies
no.
or something, right? Or the
it was like an old, like
Oh.
I'm talking like
Oh,
Watership Down.
aristocrats. Watership Down, dude.
the
What?
rabbits.
The fucking rabbits.
Oh my god, I forgot about that movie. It's so terrifying.
Because it's not meant to be a scary movie.
Oh, those look fucking scary as shit.
Dude, when the
forgot.
bird comes in and picks those fucking rabbits up and throws them under the thorn bushes, that was terrifying.
I don't know. There's a lot of blood in this shit.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
what I'm
That's what I'm saying.
saying.
Like, it's not meant to be
It's
a horror movie.
kid's movie.
I saw that as a child, not knowing that it was supposed to be like a fucking
Yeah.
horror movie. I was fucking scarred.
Because like you get
Fuck
close
rabbits
to all
after
these
that,
characters,
yeah.
like they're all fucking happy and like trying to figure out
Nah,
what
I
their
have
new home
never
is.
fucking heard of
Oh
this.
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna watch
Dude.
this later.
Pretty sure
It
I
is
found
terrifying.
that VHS in my grandma's house.
Watership Down. Holy shit,
Dude,
There's that one. Also, you guys remember Fern Gully by chance?
that's
Oh, yeah,
all the
from,
The fairies and shit.
yeah.
Dude, Hexus. When he turns, he's like the bad guy, like the gloppy oil monster. When he turns into that giant skeleton, flaming demon creature
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
I was like, oh fuck this.
I
Do these
think.
exist?
Also, Return of Jafar, the third Aladdin
Never
movie.
watched it.
What about?
He has a moment in that,
What
too.
about the Spiderwick Chronicles? Some of them.
I don't
when was
remember that
younger,
yeah.
It was a great movie, and it wasn't a scary movie in general. But some
No.
of those creatures, you were like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Oh
are you
yeah,
doing
oh
here?"
yeah. I mean, like it was such a weird depiction too, and like a lot of the art that they had on their books, especially, like, were really
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
And I love the Spiderwick Chronicles, honestly.
Yeah, Hexus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, look at that Hexus. That's from a kid's
Okay.
movie
Yeah.
too.
Perfect. Almost exact replica of that. Anastasia.
Oh,
The
with
fucking-
with Rasputin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the whole fucking musical scene.
Oh,
like I thought
yeah.
that was terrifying because it's so deep and so bellowing that it feels
Ooh, yeah.
evil. And like I remembered watching that for the
Is this
first
like,
time.
you're like, this just feels wrong.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, dude, like that guy's super powerful and he's not nice.
Right.
Oh, that's the okay. This one was fucked. and I didn't watch it. It does. I don't know if it counts because I didn't watch it until after I found out about it. Pluto's Judgment Day. Yeah, Pluto, like Mickey Mouse, Pluto. Yeah, he goes to hell. It's literally like an episode of the show. He goes to hell.
Really?
And it's like literally like his day of judgment. It's fucked up. Like many people don't know this, but like,
how many sins does that have?
All Disney
you shit on my
some
floor.
Fucked up stuff. in his shows, dude. The other one, the Mickey Mouse where he's on the boat, the black and white
Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie. Yeah. Fucked up, dude.
It was a different
and
time.
He just threw that shit in there like it was nothing. Like, no.
Well, they make compilations of that stuff all the time, like really old fucking.
There's an episode
like when he's like making Swiss cheese. He's on a conveyor belt. It's that Steamboat Willie, and he's like
he's fucking the cheese,
blocks of cheese. Like it's really like he's got a boner. He's just putting holes in cheese. And then he's like sending it down a conveyor belt, and it's funny as he's whistling, doing his thing. Yeah. But
that's gonna break our shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there. Some fucking weird shit out there.
I love horror shit, dude. It's so universal.
I just feel like we lived in this time of like just weird. Like,
it was a
when
weird
we were
transition.
kids, like it was just they were allowed to put a lot of stuff out there on TV shows that like kind of desensitized you to certain things, which I'm proud for, but it was just like weird things out there.
I'm gonna look up scariest kids movie monsters because I'm curious if I'm missing anything. I remember that Slappy from Goosebumps was kind of creepy.
Slappy.
Oh, actually, no, the Scarecrow from Goosebumps.
I have yet.
How did the whistling turn out, Drake?
It's great. Yeah.
No, his whistling. He's got it in there now. Nice. All right.
I'm
proud of you.
Thanks.
Didn't expect that.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. There was. What was that book? What was that fucking book that you could get in grade schools? And
everyone poops.
Well, yeah, everyone poops. But it was all
and then
short
it's sequel.
stories.
Everybody comes.
Well, that was later. That was in high school. But
scary stories to tell in the dark.
And they made the fucking show.
I haven't seen the show.
I haven't
seen the movie yet.
Or is that a movie?
So it started off as a show and then it turned into a movie.
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't seen any of it.
Oh
yet.
The movie was fucked up, man.
I want to see it.
The new one that just came out.
Oh, you guys are
There's a new one that just came out.
Scary stories to tell. That's
Is that like an anthology or?
Yeah,
no. Hold on.
It's literally just a combination.
I'm thinking of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark as like the old show. But no, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is now a movie. But I've heard it's decent. It's not like terrifying,
right?
But because it has to address kids as well, so it's like, but it is creepy. Like it has.
The one that I'm
the illustrations.
The one
from that.
I think is going to be the scary part of that movie is the fucking hospital scene. Like that story. I think that's going to be fucked up.
But the illustrations from those books were just so terrifying as a kid. That's actually what made this.
I still have one of the original ones.
I do. I think I still have all those at my house. Yeah. Those are good.
With the big head, it's like the big head
that one
on the cover. Yeah.
Actually, all right. So there's a cartoon out there on Disney Plus, I think it's called. But my brother used to watch it back in the day called Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah,
I've heard of it.
Oh my god!
Never watched
if you ever watch that show, there's moments in that show that are booked.
Super.
It's a great
funny,
show.
Little bit of
same
trivia.
thing with like some of the other shows, like The Adventures of Gumball and shit like that.
Adventures of Gumball.
Those shows were fucked
No,
up,
Gravity
dude.
Falls is a lot different though. You got to check it out. Yeah.
Well, it's super funny little tidbit of information. The producer
whistle with any combination of fingers, so he wins. He beats you.
But that producer for Gravity Falls is actually super good friends with the producer
with
of
Alex. With Rick and Morty.
And they make homages to each other all the time, like with the portals and stuff. I realized that I recognized like what was going on in that moment because I used to watch those shows, like Adventure Time and Regular Show. And all
I
those.
still love Adventure Time. This show is fucking.
Oh yeah,
it's so real for adults, man.
They're revamping it.
Are they really?
They're putting it on a different channel. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's a little bit
also,
of a different.
Just a shout out
style,
to us because we have Verizon. We get Disney Plus a year subscription. For
nice.
Once it comes out. So.
Yeah.
This guy's wild.
But yeah, the fucking what is it? The portal scene where like he's Gravity Falls. They're using this book to open up portals to different dimensions, and then it's a literal parallel scene between Rick and Morty when
the
he
book
opens
and
the
the
portal.
coffee.
Yeah, the book and the coffee mug, the question mark coffee mug gets sucked through, and then in Gravity Falls, both those items come out.
Yeah, and Rick and Morty. Yeah,
I thought that was the coolest fucking thing, man.
Man, I love those shows. Yeah. But like, I ended up watching all of Gravity Falls with Ethan, my little brother, and honestly,
talking about Adventure Time, Jake the dog.
But the human. But they had these little side stories. They have these little side stories for Gravity Falls that you can watch on YouTube that are just like 5-minute little clips or whatever. Mm-hmm. And there's one on there that fucked with my head. It's about this island that's like its own like living being or whatever. And then like they're like trying to find like this creature out in the middle of this water or whatever. And all of a sudden this head, like this gigantic island-sized head, floats out of the water and just starts like biting at them and trying to like chase them down.
Christ.
That like I was like, what the fuck is this?
All right, so this one,
anything nautical.
This one's not really scary, but like with kids show that was on either Disney or Nickelodeon or anything like that. That was not necessarily underrated, but like one of the most phenomenal storytelling pieces. I've got one.
I've got two.
I got two, but fuck the movie of the one. But I've got two.
What you got?
Yeah, you go.
What
first.
you got?
Ren and Stimpy.
Ooh,
super fucked up show, but really good storytelling because it was always so super fucking sporadic. The second one, probably Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Wow.
For me, that was like really good storytelling.
Last Airbender.
Oh,
fuck the movie, but the storyline is just one of the most phenomenal. Like to the point where like I was sitting there. Katie used to watch it. Mm-hmm. I would watch it with her, and our parents would watch it.
Yeah, it's a good fucking show. I'm so excited for they're making like an adult rendition of it for Netflix. Yeah, that's with the original directors. It's coming out like next year.
Of like Aang's story.
They're remaking it live action
for
live action, and it's gonna follow the same storyline.
I know,
made from the same directors of the TV show though.
So it should be okay. My other one,
and they're extending it to
I heard about like Legend of Korra. I thought that was okay, but
it was okay. I watched a little bit of it.
See, even he liked it. Like, Last Airbender heads from out. Other one for me, Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, and they're
still
making both of mine, man.
Samurai Jack. Well, they came back. They had that huge long hiatus and then started making new episodes. Samurai Jack is just
edgy as fuck.
Yeah, it's one of the most. It's still like, and it's such like the weird gore graphic though. Like man, that was phenomenal.
There's a new series out by the creators of Samurai Jack called Primal.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's about this caveman and this like T-Rex that he's like friends with, and it's super gory. Holy shit! But it's so good.
Samurai Jack was phenomenal.
Like you see like kids getting eaten and like all sorts of shit like that.
There were so many good fucking shows on like Adult Swim, and then going into even like Tsunami.
Oh yeah,
that
was still a thing.
Tsunami, yeah. When he was the little space guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was
with the voice of Optimus Prime.
Yeah. It was super renowned voice actor, and he had the AI that he would talk to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. That was
the next clip.
I remember watching like Samurai Champloo.
Why can't we just bring that shit back?
Don't even get me started on shows like Samurai Champloo. Or what was that? Squid Billy's obviously Afro Samurai. I actually have the golden arc for Afro Samurai.
No shit.
All the seasons, all the movies.
Cowboy
Bebop, yes.
That's a good one. Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, yes.
And then they came out with the movie not too long ago.
Which I was not a fan of.
Here's a question. Do you guys remember Reboot?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fucking like
it was like
video
one of the
game
first
kind of show. Yeah.
So it was like they're all programs in like a virtual world.
Okay.
Like almost like the Oasis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like in games would drop and there were guardians.
Oh, interesting.
And the guardians would go into the games and go against the players, which were humans. Yeah. So they were like the CPUs in games that were trying to win, and like to save their world or their mainframe.
Right.
They'd have to win those games. And it was like this really cool in-depth storyline, like time lapses where like young kids become adults.
Right.
Like fucking.
You know what I thought was
Matrix,
super funny about
Matrix?
Going back to Toonami, like I thought it was so funny how they did that, because to me it always felt like they would have their like daytime shows on, and then the second the Toonami robot guy would come on, that's when you knew that like all of their good shows started. Like it was like they did all these bullshit fillers, and then Toonami started, and all of a sudden it was like their prime. It was their prime time shows, because you started to watch other shows get added to it, like oh god damn it, it started before Toonami and then they switched to Toonami because I remember it happening. Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah.
It started pre-Toonami, like it was like one of those filler shows, and then it just gained all this traction, and you watched them flip the time to do after Toonami, and I was like, that's how you. It was like that was like the gatekeeper was Toonami. It was like either you're gonna be our filler or like you've made it, and now you're one of our primetime shows. Yeah. And you just didn't think about that until after, like later in life, it clicks. You're like, oh yeah, that's when you wanted to watch every fucking show that came out.
You know what's super funny is you can still get listings. Like they don't put out like the TV logs or the TV schedules for the week now with the paper, but you can actually
those little books. Actually, yes, booklets. They do because my grandma still gets them.
My grandparents
do
still
they?
get those.
Yeah, they still get the little guides. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But there's actually I don't remember what website it was, but you can get the show times or what's showing in advance for specific days for Toonami, Adult Swim, and stuff like that. Because I know Adult Swim had the rotation.
Adult Swim just still does. I mean, stuff all the time.
Super Jail.
I remember. Yeah, Super Jail is fucking wild.
Super fucked up. Super crazy show.
And I know they brought Toonami back for a while.
Oh yeah, well it's still going.
I don't know if it's still going or not, but
it's still going.
They left and then came back.
Because they released like new anime episodes and stuff for like Boruto.
I think it's gone more to like that really niche like anime kind of stuff. Whereas before it was just like their top shows. Like even Ed and Eddie went on to like
go on there for a little while, just for a little while.
Well, because that was like the replay episodes and stuff for like the nostalgia.
Good shows back when we were kids.
Oh my God. We got lucky, dude.
Yeah, we fucking lived in that way. You had Disney Channel movies. You watched those for every holiday. Like those were it. Yeah. You know, like
all the Halloween Town. Mom's dating a vampire. That kind of shit.
What was it?
13 Years.
Scary Godmother.
Or what was the leprechaun? Not leprechaun one. What was the
mermaid one?
No, the fucking. He's a basketball player.
Yeah,
he's Irish.
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish. Yeah. Yep. And he's like got to play against. Yeah, that one. And then
Air Bud.
What?
House Mom or whatever the fuck the name of that movie was.
Smart House.
Smart House.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Great one.
Yeah, shit.
Like, dude, they just
was that Chris Evans?
That was Chris Evans. Yeah.
And then what was it? Even Stevens. They did the movie, but they had a TV show.
Yeah.
And then
Beef.
Oh God.
I don't know what's from Shia LaBeouf. Real world cannibal.
Oh my God, it's Shia LaBeouf.
And he's dead.
I like how he's in the background just clapping.
My favorite line from that song is like, "Oh no, you're caught in a bear trap." And it's like, shy surprise.
Shy surprise. No, they just had such like quality movies on there, and then you had your TV shows on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
What were the three? It was Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network,
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Well, I watched like G4. I watched IFC. I watched MTV. Like all those.
Wasn't Zach Galifianakis on G4?
No.
He started on one of those shows though.
He was on G4, dude.
Was he on G4?
I swear to God, Zach Galifianakis.
Well, G4 was
the
channel.
Yeah, it was.
So like
it was
Attack of the Show,
channel.
or was it like?
Dude, I used to watch Attack of the Show nonstop.
Oh my God.
That and Takeshi's Challenge.
Yeah, Takeshi's Challenge, Attack of the Show. There was
I would sit for days and watch Takeshi's Challenge.
Yeah, Robot Wars was a really good one.
I forgot about Robot Wars. That still goes on, right?
Oh yeah. And they used to play that fucking that Japanese game show that we were talking about.
Not G4. Sorry,
that's Takeshi's Challenge, right?
American Ninja Warrior used to play on G4.
Oh yeah, the original version.
Now it's got the reels like that.
But the original, well, yeah,
the
original Ninja Warrior was on there. Shout out to Naganawa because that guy was the reigning champ for fucking like 10 years running.
Yeah,
and he was just a sailor.
Yeah,
he was seaman.
Just some buff ass bitches.
But dude, that was his intro. Every year, his intro would start up like a different like him talking or saying something inspirational, but it would always go back to the same clip that they posted of him, and it was him at the top of his fucking mast doing handstand push-ups.
Jesus,
this guy's 56.
Yeah,
when he started doing the fucking Ninja Warrior Challenge.
What a beast.
He's a fucking monster. Won almost every year.
Nice.
Oh,
shit.
Fucking sailors.
Well, not to cut us short or anything, but we're at like an hour.
Yeah, I don't think we're cutting anything short. It's almost an hour and a half.
Jesus. This was a great fucking we did a great recording episode. You guys are going to love that episode. I think we did a really good job with that one. The live episode's been great.
Good.
We look fucking fantastic.
Amazing. So,
my face only itches a little bit.
Yeah, my head is on fire.
Yeah, mine's getting hot.
Yeah.
Like, my hair's gonna be flat.
Yeah. But thank you guys very much for tuning in to the live episode.
Yeah,
we'll start
definitely
doing,
appreciate it.
We're starting to do a lot more of these now, so we're glad that we're getting more people in.
Yep.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the Facebook or to the YouTube, of course. If
Please
you
and
want to
thank you.
become a Patreon member, go right ahead and become a Patreon member because you get exclusive content, you get episodes free, and you get some merch if you go high enough.
Yeah.
We do also have merchandise available on our website, whatwedidthisweek.com.
Feel free to check that out.
We will be adding more shortly here soon too. We have sweatshirts, t-shirts,
hats, coffee mugs,
hats. Yeah, we've got them all
everything
right
you
now.
can need.
Yep. So yeah,
Just get
thank
branded
you
out for us.
all very much for supporting us so far. It's been wonderful.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm super happy that we were able to do like a Halloween episode. We'll make sure to do more like special episodes for holidays and stuff like that. Otherwise, thank you, and you guys have just an absolute wonderful week.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.